Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, and animal guides. Thank you for your wonderful clarity and wonderful peace right now. If we could notice the female muse of music coming forward, perhaps on your right, the muse of music, if we could just let that muse of music, one, let notes come from before she arrives to you, let notes come through your body. And let's let her very simply walk through your body. And let's let her circle back and do that again. And we'll let her create a generous circle around you, and we'll notice Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, joining her. We'll notice Saint Germain with this violet flame of transmutation joining her. And we'll notice Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel hovering above. So we'll notice that configuration. And in that space, we'll notice a very, a wonderful column or fulcrum of love and peace and harmony. So we could just very simply just breathe into all that. And if we could let there be an extraction right now, and we can see this is only in a positive way. Let's let there be an extraction of all advertisements you've ever encountered. Commercials on TV, print ads, billboards, radio ads, all advertising. Let's let all advertising be subtracted from you. Let's let the social ideals of the past, especially around age, by the time you're 20, by the time you're 25, by the time you're 30, by the time you're 40, by the time, let's let all those vanish like salt in water. So the rules, the social rules, whether we agree with them or not, let's notice their presence dissolving. Let's notice any and all projections placed on you from before you were even conceived, while you were in the womb, or when you were born and alive, including today. And so that any projections just move away from you. And we'll notice in the withdrawal and extraction of these things, we'll notice that you have more space to be you, that you have more room. And there's more room for an absolute truth, that we are all doing our best. We are all learning and evolving right now, especially in the last 2 years, and that we're doing a great job. And we'll notice the space of trepidation that precedes wonderful change, that we might be holding on to an old idea. So if we could take this moment, let's just notice what it's like to loosen our grasp of our identity, loosen the grasp of how things should go, and loosen our grasp of any self-judgment. And we'll, in that loosening of the grasp, we'll invite and notice through prayer. Thank you, the Muse of Music. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Saint Germain. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. And thank you, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. Thank you for all goddesses and guides that we love. Thank you for coming to us and showering us with affection, with care. Thank you for cherishing our every thought, our every move, our every action, our every endeavor. We celebrate this space of hope and generosity. We choose to let all this circulate to all beings, including those whom we love, including strangers, including birds and doves and whales and deer. We choose to see everyone and everything having all their needs met, including ourselves. So if we could just breathe in, and if we could let Saint Germain, so in this column or fulcrum of peace that's been created, if we could notice Saint Germain coming up right to you, right where you are right now, and really lovingly and really generously cleaning your skin, especially your face. And if we could let, with the cleaning, which is very gentle, of your face, remove any social mask. We'll just let that happen. And we'll just notice an invitation. If you could notice Saint Germain's face, whether you see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, just notice his loving gaze right at you. And we'll notice him sharing the freshness of his energy with you, that we could be right here, right now, and enjoy being right here, right now, and to feel the purity of the love that is here, right now, and that we are here, right now. So we'll just breathe into all of that. So, with everything that has been established, of space being held, angels and guides present, a cleansing happening, let's very simply notice all those guides, including the muse of music, coming right up to you and filling you up with anything that you might perceive or feel absent of. Abundance, confidence, self-care, regard. If we could very simply to notice all those things being provided for you right now, and let's very simply allow that. And if we could unconditionally receive rather than prescribe, it's got to come this way. Let's very simply just receive. And if we could breathe in deeply and with the exhale, just relax and receive. If we could just notice an awareness, perhaps moving away from consciousness into a felt experience in the core of your being, just feeling all that you're receiving right now. And if we can notice there being a tranquil calm administered to your consciousness, and perhaps even a gentle healing of our big and often busy brains. Let's notice that it's okay to slow down our thoughts, have long brain waves, experience great trust in this moment right now. So we'll notice all this care being right here, right now. And with all the things that were withdrawn and dissolved, these ideas of how you should be, let's very simply notice that it's okay for you to be you right at this moment. And that you are enough right now. Wonderful. So if we could just take in a breath, and we'll just notice all that care that has happened. And if we could notice Mother Mary, a generous, nurturing guide, coming up to you and embracing you, perhaps around the waist, perhaps a really strong hug. And if we could very simply, with her as an observation, just notice any and all tension within you and around you. Tension in your skin, in your nerves, in your heart, in your head, in your shoulders, in your jaw. Just notice any tension. And with Mother Mary, let's very simply just have an observation of where there is tension. And like a grandmother with wonderful healing ability, let's let Mother Mary dissolve all that tension. So feeling freedom in your head, freedom in your jaw, freedom in your shoulders, freedom in your heart, freedom in your psyche, freedom in your creativity, freedom in your pocketbook or wallet, or bank account. Freedom of flow, freedom of care, freedom of consideration, freedom from rules, freedom from influence that isn't serving you, and an embrace of positive influence and positive experiences. So we'll just breathe in. Using completely different words from Mother Mary, we're focusing on what works and disregarding what doesn't work. The idea that you suck doesn't work, and it's not true. The idea that it's got to happen in one certain way, we'll release that. And we'll open ourselves up to the divine abundance of not only money, time, generosity, peace, harmony, ideas, clarity, peace, recognition, and joy right now. We'll notice all this good right now. Wonderful. And if we could notice the muse of music, we could very simply just notice what she does right now. How she adds to this moment right now. And we'll notice the crow's influence. The reminder of the crow. The reminder from the chickadee. The reminder from nature. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in and we'll notice this new space that is established. We feel 1% change, 5% change. And if we could notice our hero, Archangel Michael, coming down to right where you are, being right with you, right where you are. And if we could just breathe in And he'd like us to very simply receive. I think we have all multiple times done clearing with Archangel Michael. So if we could just feel it happening, we don't need to say anything. If we could just receive, we thank Archangel Michael for clearing our energy and our environments. We thank Archangel Michael for individualizing our energy. We thank Archangel Michael for surrounding each of us with 2,000 feet of unconditional love. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all that. Wonderful. And if we could make physically any simple gesture of receptivity, be it just palms up or palms up, not just, whatever feels like a receptive pose. And we'll say a couple things out loud. I'm open to receive my highest possible good. Thank you, angels and guides, for helping me in every part of my life. I am fully alive right now. Thank you. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in. And let's notice the goodness in the air that you breathe. Let's notice the unconditional love that is infused in your current atmosphere. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in. And let's land. Let's feel our bodies on the furniture that's supporting us, be it a chair, a recliner, a bed, a stool. Let's land. Let's feel our bodies connected to the earth, our bodies being in the generous atmosphere that we're in. Let's identify all of our surroundings and our current way of being. Let's identify it as good. Let's say out loud, I'm surrounded by good. The universe is for me, not against me. I release the energy of opposition. I embrace the energy of encouragement. I embrace the energy of cooperation. I am part of the positive change present on the planet. I'm grateful to live in a world of considerate care. Thank you. Wonderful. And if we could very simply notice the gentleness of the tone and the energy that is here, if we could notice the muse of music looking at you and perhaps singing directly to you, if we could notice Ganesh and Saint Germain, along with Archangel Michael and Gabriel, going further into your day, 5 minutes from now, an hour from now, 2 hours from now, the rest of the day, and preceding you in every emotional space you enter, every physical space you go, every mental space, every energetic space. Let's notice them preceding you and being your friends. All forms of nature around you, be that a plant, house plant, a tree outside, a bird, sparkling with goodness and acknowledging you and greeting you. An infusion of peace for all interactions, all relationships, great performances, a wonderful generosity of spirit for ourselves, seeing the grace of new opportunities, seeing the grace of existing opportunities, feeling blessed right where you are, the perfect support flowing, perfect care and consideration flowing. And with wonderful peace of mind, we celebrate all the healing that is here for wrists, for people, beloved people in hospitals like Pat. We see the highest good happening for everyone. And with this and for this, and because of this, we generously and peacefully say out loud, thank you. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for all the goodness, all the grace, all the peace, and all the love. If we could, like when you're about to pull away in the car from the house and someone runs out, Mother Mary's running out with one more thing. If we could just let her love you right now. If we could just breathe in to her blowing kisses, her effusive praise of you, and letting that praise continue. And remember that you are loved. Remember that you are considered and cared for. And we'll just breathe that in. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for all the good, all the peace, and all the love that is here right now. We thank the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this good and this grace. And we celebrate this moment. We thank Mother Mary, Ganesh, Saint Germain, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, and all the good guides that are here and that precede us in our day and are with us in every single moment. And with generosity and peace, we quite simply, and praise, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.